Thank you so much, everyone up here, for getting together and being so enthusiastic. I have a few bumper stickers. I don't have, a bunch, but I do have a few for anyone who would like some. And I also have a bunch of signs in my car down in the parking lot. As you're leaving, if you want a yard sign, we've got those available too. So thank you so much, Henri.
Thank you.
There is a 800-pound gorilla which one shouldn't ignore, and that is the base is not as motivated as they were for George W. Bush, and there is a reason. And to motivate the base, one has to address that issue. As Al said, is John McCain Republican enough? And there has been issues, especially I have a very serious issue on the McCain-Feingold, which I think is an abridgment of the First Amendment. And it goes to the core of being of a Republican. So let's not ignore it. But I believe McCain doesn't believe that anymore. And it is time for party to say, okay, you did a lot of good. You did some things we didn't like. And now that you have seen the light, we are behind you. To freeze him in a time period of several years ago is not fair. Things have changed. New York Times editorial board has turned against him. They think he is a womanizer, can't remember, he is in the advanced stage of Alzheimer, he can't remember the difference between Shias and the Sunnis. These are the people that he was trying at one time as a part of being bipartisan peace. Now he has seen that those people are not going to be a peace. And I see a much more clear-cut, well-defined Republican who is taking very clear-cut Republican position. And for somebody to hold a grudge now for something which has happened, you are going to hold that grudge at your own cost. Because he has changed in that regard. Don't put him in that box. So that's the plea I will make.
I agree with that, and I'm getting up slow. 40 years of football, and I bent over yesterday and I pulled a muscle in my back, so how I did it, I'll never know. I want to address this issue very briefly.
Can I just interrupt real quick?
Absolutely.
I would like Dr. Hasan to tell us what his remarks on record or off record for the newspaper, and when you speak, anybody who's speaking, if you're answering questions, I need to, for you to tell if you're on record or off record.
We're all on record.
I'm on record.
Nothing's off the record. Everything's on YouTube.
Okay.
Al, am I right? Ask Conrad Burns of Montana and George Allen of Virginia. This idea of John's positions. When George Bush came out for comprehensive immigration reform, there's not a man or woman in this room that doesn't know we have to close the border, we have to have a guest worker program, and we have to have some form of comprehensive, because frankly, if you look at Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California, the Hispanic vote is huge. And only John took the position, beat up on by Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, Ann Coulter,
Mark Levin.
I'll tell you what, Joanne and I grew up in Southern California. There was a Bracero program, no illegal immigration, because people could come to California, Nevada, Arizona, and work. John is for comprehensive immigration, in my opinion, extremely important in Colorado and western states, A. B, changing your mind is a sign of intelligence, not a sign of weakness. And I would say that on both sides of the aisle, but particularly with John. Winston Churchill was asked one time by a woman at a dinner party why he changed his mind. And he said to this woman, well, the facts have changed. I've changed my mind. What do you do, madam, when the facts change? John has changed his mind in a number of places, and I think technology will overrun the so-called McCain-Feingold bill. Finally, My third finally of the night. I have been in, I think I went to Congress in 1971. I served with Strom Thurmond for many years, by the way. I hate class warfare. Of all the things that I dislike, I should say, I dislike from the left and from the right running on class warfare. Lincoln said, I don't believe in laws to prevent, excuse me ladies, this is the way they talk. He said, I don't believe in laws to prevent someone from getting rich. I want everyone to get rich. Obama is running a campaign, as Carter ran in 1980, on soaking the rich. The way to soak the rich is to get the rates down low enough to where there's no incentive to go offshore, go into shelters, go into alternative investments. If you have a flat rate of 20 or 22, we can debate that all night, where John is moving very carefully, but also very indefatigably. We Yankees know the word indefatigable too, John.
You know who Stonewall Jackson was too.
Stonewall Jackson and Abraham Lincoln. But seriously, this is class warfare versus the opportunity to get a rising tide that will lift all boats and let everyone succeed to the best of their ability. I swear to you, as someone who has campaigned in Chicago, in Cabrini Green, in South Central Los Angeles, in Harlem, in South Bronx, in poverty areas of America, poor people don't want to soak the rich. They want to get rich. They don't hate the rich. They want to create wealth. They want their children to get create opportunity. That's what John's all about. Equality of opportunity. Take the lid off. That's what that woman said yesterday in Denver. Get off my back. And if you want the government off your back, John McCain's your man.
Here.